Hello, eSchool Cambodia students. I'd like to welcome you again to New Interchange, Book 1, and we're on Unit 2, and we're still on page 8. So open your books to page 8. We're at the bottom of the page, word power, and we're talking about jobs, different kinds of jobs. And our book has given us 4 categories of jobs. I don't know the word for category in Khmer. If you know the word for category in Khmer, please send me a chat and say, teacher, the word for category in Khmer, and then you can type it in Phasa Khmer, Dai Sa Kinyam Chat and Phasa Khmer Dai. And so 4 different categories. And this is called a word map. You know, a map, painti. This is a word map. A word map, a painti, samnat piak. And so we have 4 categories: professional jobs, management jobs, service jobs, and office workers. So we can say professional occupation. Occupation is a formal word for jobs. The common word is job. Usually occupation, the average person doesn't use it very much. You can say my job is, my occupation is. So we have professional occupations, management occupations, service occupations, and office worker occupations. Can you say that? Occupation, singular. Occupations, S. Occupations, plural. My occupation is teacher. My occupation is teacher. My friends' occupations are teachers also. My friends, the occupations, we'll say it like this, the occupations of my friends are also teachers. Occupation is, occupations are. Singular is, plural are. So my job is, my occupation is. Their jobs are, their occupations are, okay? And so let's look. There is a list on the left-hand side. Say these after me, each one. Architect, architect, receptionist, receptionist, company director, company director, flight attendant, flight attendant, supervisor, supervisor, engineer, engineer, salesperson, salesperson, man, salesperson, sales, we need the S, salesperson, secretary, secretary, professor, professor, sales manager, sales manager, man, sale manager, sales manager, security guard, security guard, and word processor, word processor. An architect is someone who designs something to make it look beautiful. An architect, similar to an artist, but an architect designs buildings and bridges and other structures. An engineer also designs buildings and bridges and other structures, But an architect designs them to make them look beautiful. And an engineer designs them to make them strong. So the engineer is looking at electricity, is looking at steel and concrete and wood and all of things to build the building to make sure it's strong and safe. But an architect designs it to make it look nice to the eye. A receptionist and a secretary are similar, but a receptionist is someone who answers the phone and welcomes guests. Sometimes the receptionist does typing. Sometimes the receptionist does jobs similar to a secretary. But if we think of receptionist, a receptionist mostly, primarily answers the phone and welcomes guests. Sometimes makes appointments, sometimes does some typing on the computer or typewriter. But a secretary also answers the phone, also types, but a secretary does more. A secretary prepares the schedule. A secretary will do a lot of typing. A secretary will file documents. File documents. This is a file. We call this a file folder. And on the inside of the file folder is a paper. We call that paper a document. And so the secretary will put the document and the file in the right place so they're easy to find next time. And sometimes a receptionist will do that, but usually not. Okay? And so let's put these jobs into 4 different categories. Which jobs do you think are professional? Professional means you really know how to do it. Professional means expert. Usually a professional has high education, at least a bachelor's degree, probably a master's degree, and sometimes a doctor's degree. We say a doctor's degree or a doctorate degree. And I'm not talking about groupette. I'm talking about the highest level of university degree that shows you're really smart and you're really good at what you do. You know everything about it. And so that's a professional. And a management is someone who has responsibility for a company or has responsibility for a department, or has responsibility to oversee someone or something. A service occupation is someone who serves the public. They serve in a coffee shop, or as you'll see in a restaurant, or a grocery store, or a clothing store. Okay? And number 4, the office worker works in the office. So let's look. By the way, 2 things. Word processor. Word processor is someone who types, who does a lot of typing. They process words. And so it's a person, it's a noun. Word processor is a person who does a lot of typing. Nowadays, typing on a computer. They type letters, they type documents, they type contracts, they type stories. They type reports, and so I work as a word processor. In fact, let's just go through some of these again, and you say them after me. My job is an architect. I work as a receptionist. I'm a company director. I work as a flight attendant. Flight attendant is someone on the airplane, is someone who serves other people on the airplane. I'm a supervisor. I work as an engineer. I'm a salesperson. When men salesperson, salesperson. I work as a secretary. I'm a professor. And by the way, a professor, teacher and professor, a professor is a teacher, but a professor is a high-level teacher that has a degree, master's degree, doctorate degree. My job is sales manager. Sales manager. I work as a security guard. I work as a word processor. Okay, so let's look at these 4 categories. Which jobs are professional jobs? Professional jobs usually have a high education. Which ones do you think? Look at them for a moment. Which of these jobs do you think, which of these occupations do you think is a professional occupation? What do you think? Architect, they already told us one. Architect is one. Which job do you must attend university and maybe even a master's degree? Which one? Architect, engineer, professor. So architect, engineer, professor are professional jobs. Which jobs are management jobs? Company director. What do you think? Look at the list. Which jobs are management jobs? Supervisor, sales manager. Which jobs are service occupations? They serve other people. A flight attendant on an airplane, their job is to serve others. A salesperson will work in a clothing store or a phone shop or a computer store. Security guard serves others. They protect. They protect motorcycles, they protect buildings, they protect people. And which jobs are office worker occupations? Receptionist, secretary, word processor. I think all of those were easy for you, but now I want you to tell me 2 more. So this is your homework. Your homework, send me a chat. Tell me 2 more professional jobs, 2 more management jobs, 2 more service occupation jobs, and 2 more office jobs. Okay, think about it. You can Google, I'll give you a hint. You can Google, what are some office jobs? What are some service occupation jobs? What are some management jobs? So use Google, you can ask Google, and you'll find lots of them. So send me a chat. Teacher, 2 professional jobs are, Teacher, 2 management jobs are, teacher, 2 service jobs are, teacher, 2 office jobs are, okay? You can just send me one, okay? You can send me 2 professional jobs, or 2 management jobs, or 2 service jobs, or 2 office jobs. I want to say this also, every job is equal. Even though someone has a big salary, even though someone has a big title and a big name, and even though someone has a high position, all jobs are equal because all people are equal and all jobs are necessary. The moto mechanic, the auto mechanic, the hairdresser has the same value as a lawyer or a policeman or a president. They have different roles in society and different responsibilities in society, but all jobs are equal. All jobs are necessary. and all people have the same value. So that's the lesson for today. And so do your homework. Send me a chat with 2 professional jobs, 2 management jobs, 2 service jobs, or 2 word processing jobs. So have a great day, have a good rest, do your homework, and we'll see you in the next lesson.